There's like pulling teeth waiting on this thing. It says we be lives. I don't want that there. It says we be live, but it's not.
We are live.
We are.
We are live. Have been
We
for a
are
couple
live.
seconds. Good thing we're
Okay.
still alone.
Yeah, we'll go ahead.
We're
Good
early
morning,
though, aren't we?
everybody.
Oh, we're
Welcome
early.
to the holiday hop wrap up. Am I echoing or is it one of you?
I silenced this and it didn't silence it.
I silenced mine.
Okay, there.
So am I echoing now?
No.
Okay, good. Just making sure. I see Sylvia in the chat and on screen. Yay. And we are doing a holiday hop wrap up. We've just done 12 days. Each of us did 4 videos. And we thought we'd come on and answer any questions that anybody might have. Now I'm going to do this right up front so I make sure that we get our mods in the chat.
We're pretty early. People are
Yeah,
coming.
we are. Yeah. Just about 5-6 minutes early, I think.
Yeah, nothing wrong with being a few minutes early. It's better than being late, in my opinion. Oh. And I'm trying to clear my desk off. I'm not having lots of luck. Well, good morning, Patty. How are you? It's good to see you. Patty C.
Good morning, Patty C.
Hello, Patty.
I'm sitting here playing with my little stockings. I'm packing already. Hello, yo, Patty G. It's Patty Day.
It's yo, Patty.
Take a second for her to come up for me. Now, see, every time I see Patty G, I want to go, yo, Patty G.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Me too.
I think we all do. I think Laura Lynn does too.
Yeah.
My husband will kill me. He hears me talking like that. Stop trying to impress people. Really, that's impressive.
Frustrated putting lights on the tree.
Mm.
Yeah, you're a better woman than I am, Patty, because I hate doing those things. And Patty C is about to start work. Are you at least getting to work from home, Patty? I hope. I know my angle's funny, but if I bring it down any further, you can see my mess. I don't want you seeing my messy desk.
I hide things.
I'm purging. I'm packing.
Of course.
So I have pulled stuff out of all kinds of. I have a layer. It's below this level, but it's like all across the top of the desk. People would wonder how I get anything done, and I'm looking around wondering the same. You're home and chilling.
I don't even have my tree up yet. We have a little tree because I can't decorate the whole house. I decorate the one spot on the table around the tree.
Remote part of the time.
My tree hangs on the door normally because it's one of FPP'd.
Was it that long one that was in the,
Yeah, long.
I like that.
Yes.
I need something like that. That I could handle. Putting a hook on the door and just hanging something there, as long as I don't get carried away. And that's the problem. I get carried away.
Well, there's an advantage to that too, because you could, if you get Christmas cards in the mail, you could pin them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got sewn buttons on it, and so I hang all the decorations on the buttons that are on that I've sewn into the tree.
And if you make it two-sided, you can leave it up longer.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, Christmas, just snow.
I think the pattern, I think it's called tall trees, and you get two sizes in the pack. You get one that's the size that I've got, and then you get a smaller one as well.
Who wrote it? Do you remember?
I can't remember. I've had it a long time. Probably, I don't even know whether it's still in print, but it's an FPP. I might have to go through me stuff, because I'm sure I've still got the small one somewhere, so it will have the maker on it, because I never did make the small one. It's still in the packet.
I know Lori Holt has a tall trees block, but I don't think it's the same pattern.
No, this was an FPP. I'm sure it's called something like tall trees or tall tree. Yeah, something like that. But yeah.
Patty C.
Patty C says, I can't get to my tree fabric stash in the way. I have my little tree is always up in the closet in the living room. Just as you
Hi,
come in.
Laurie. Laurie's come in. Show up those.
Hello, Lori.
Morning, morning.
Laurie.
She puts the tree up after she's done with charity stockings. That's cool. And yeah, I agree, Patty G. Nothing ever looks like the picture on the box, right? Except maybe quilts, if you use a quilt kit.
Until it's dark and the lights are on. It looks terrible out of the box, mind you. I don't sit there and fluff them and twist them and turn them. No.
I used to be that person that would sit and fluff it for hours.
When the kids were little, I did.
Yeah,
I
not
just all the
anymore.
ornaments,
I'm
make
not
sure
fluffing a
that
tree.
not 2 blues over here, not 4 greens over here after we've decorated it. Now the tree has lights, and that's all. I may have gotten some tinsel to put around it.
I used to stress over, having everything perfectly distributed on the tree. But what I found is now when I go back and look at pictures of the tree from years past, you always take a picture of the kids in front of the tree. I never notice if there's a clump of green or red or blue. All I see is my kids and a Christmas tree. And the kids are the most important part, right? But you stress so hard over this stuff.
Yeah.
And all those little ornaments the kids made when they were at school, they used to go on my Christmas tree every year. And when the girls got married, and they were like, "Why are you keeping all this stuff?" And I'm like, "Because you made it." And they're like, "For good." I mean, one of them's a Santa Claus. It's only about this big, and it's literally falling to pieces. And she's like, "Mum, throw it away." No, you made it.
I have a cedar chest that my kid's dad made for me. And in that cedar chest are things like the newspaper from the day they were born, their going home outfit, their blanket. I have 2 boys. A couple of years back, I was like, do you guys want me to take this stuff and send it? Because now they're both married. And I'm like, do you want me to send this stuff to you? And both of them went, no, we don't want that junk. I'm like, these are precious keepsakes, just like you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
when my mum and dad moved in with us in 2015, and we were clearing their house out, I found the actual hospital wristband of my brother's. And I'm like, "Oh, look what I found. Do you want it?" And he's like, "Why would I want it?" It's your little wristband. He's like, "No, why would I want it?"
I'd be like, "I'm keeping it."
Yeah.
I made each
and
of
my
the kids
oldest had a little,
scrapbooks.
like, his little hair was this long in the back, and we braided it. We called it his tail. So when we finally cut it off when he was like 4 or 5 years old, I kept it. He doesn't want it. I'm like, oh, it's so precious. She's like, Mom, it's hair.
Mine would say, "Who does that, Mom? Serial killers? Are you a serial killer?" Legit, that's what he would say. In fact, I think he said that about teeth. Baby teeth when they fell out.
I didn't keep the
Thought
tea.
that when he said it, I was like, that's true.
Yeah. Good morning,
And
Faith.
happy
How are you
Wednesday to
today?
you, Faith.
We actually came on to do something constructive, but we had started early, so we were just chit-chatting. So we were going to talk about the holiday hop stuff, about what each one of us did. We've all already either wrapped it, sent it, put it away, whatever. All I have left sitting here is the little ornaments because I intend to put them on my tree for next year. I'm going to be moving this year, so I'm not worried about a tree. And I haven't given this to the gift recipient yet, the pillowcase I made. But I thought we might answer questions that anybody has about any of the patterns.
And all
Yeah.
I've got is my little bauble
Yeah.
sitting on my finger. And that's
I
only
love
because I made
those.
an extra one.
I actually have all mine, even the one that I didn't finish the back on.
Ooh, look at her. She's efficient.
I really am. That is one of the most said things about me from people who know me. Colleen's efficient.
Efficient and organized.
All of them.
Oh, how many pot holders did you end up making?
Well, these two are pot holders. And then
Okay.
these two are mouse pads.
Good morning,
They're gorgeous.
Nancy.
See the
I
different.
know.
I like the trees.
I like the trees. I think the trees are awesome.
Thank you. I thought they were so cute. This one's a little crooked, but you know that one's going to be my favorite.
Mm.
What's wrong with crooked?
Nothing.
I'm a little crooked.
Unless you want to control things at other people's houses. I don't. I want to control what's in my house, but I know I've got people that'll come over and like, it's kind of off center. I'm like, yeah, it is, isn't it? Kind of like me. Yeah. That one. I don't know what I was doing with the binding. We're not going to talk about that.
Thank you, Sherlock. We appreciate that.
And thank you, Patty. And I like the idea actually that Colin came up with. You could use it in other fabrics and use it as a little pocket for a tooth fairy, and put your tooth in the back, and then you're not fumbling around under pillows and stuff to.
I remember
Find
trying
a
to get
tooth.
under those pillows.
Mm,
I also
Without
have a
waking the
baby.
kid.
mm.
They got more money when the tooth fairy was late. I don't know. You must have been sleeping right on top of it.
We've had that as well. Quite often you can't find it, and then it's like, yeah. Why did the tooth fairy leave me money and not take the tooth?
You want to see my ornaments, Patty?
Bag was
Let's
full.
see.
I
I
love
made
those
little stockings to go on my tree.
They are so cute.
Aren't they adorable? And these are just, you could use 5x5 like a charm pack
Mhm.
really easily for these.
This
Oh,
is-
look, she
that's
drew her
gonna
own
be-
stocking.
That's going to be my next one.
And I didn't do the toe and the heel detail like Sylvia put on hers. Here's my entire pattern. It's a piece of notebook paper. Nancy, we put an offer in on a house. It was accepted. We're waiting on inspection. And then we'll decide how much work we're willing to do. We did have one put on another house and the roof needed to be redone and they didn't want to come down on the price. So, but I like your pattern, Sylvia. I like those little.
I just Googled stockings, children's colouring stockings, and that's what I found.
That's what I did.
I
I
knitted
got a
some
big
that
one.
looked a lot like that, Sylvia. Years ago,
Sorry?
I knitted a bunch of little stockings.
Yeah.
I thought they would be adorable on the tree. And now I just think
I Googled a big one and then I hand drew a little one. Because I couldn't find a little one that I liked. Awesome, Patty. She's gonna
Patty's
make
gonna
Colleen's
make-
mouse pads, Sylvia's baubles, and stocking ornaments.
oh,
Yeah.
Nancy, praying for your husband.
I definitely
Okay.
am too.
Continues upward trajectory.
Well, the last news I saw from Nancy was that they had some maybe good news. So I'm hoping that it continues on that vein.
Mm.
I don't know how you ladies get so much done. I did these. Actually, I do know. I'm not in the car.
Yeah, not in the
I
car.
shake my back during the day and then I can't do anything. But I'm always looking at it, and it's because of Sylvia that I remember that now. Because I'm like, how do you get all this done? And she's always saying, you're in the car. You're driving. Okay. I'll stop beating myself up that I can't do what everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah.
You can only do what you can do.
And you've got a family at home still to look after. I have got just me and hubby, and he does most of the looking after.
Nancy, I'm sorry he has pneumonia. That's awful.
Oh.
Faith, I'm glad it was a fun series for you. That was one of the things that we wanted to ask you guys, if you had preferences about, what we tried to all keep them very simple projects, because most of us, none of us are experts. We're all kind of teaching for beginners. So we were looking for ideas for things you guys might want. We all tried to make sure these were sewing and basically straight sewing. Sylvia does FPP. I do lots of applique, but I didn't want to get into heavy duty applique because it's too close to Christmas.
The hardest thing I think I did for me was this.
I love that basket.
I do now. Now that it's done, I love it. And I'm going to make 2 more because they are perfect for what I want them for.
You know what I love about that basket the most, though, is that you made it work for you. You made it the size that you wanted for your shelf, and you talked about how to adjust it to the size that you want. That's what I liked about it best, because I hope, I got it from you, but I'm hoping that helps beginners figure out how to make it work for their space.
The first one I made, it's the shelves in the bookcase are about 11.5 inches wide. So if I put this one in sideways, I'm going to have all this space in front of it wasted because I'm not going to dig. If I put it this way, I'm still going to have all that space wasted because I'm not going to dig. I'm not going to put anything in front of it. It's a perfect size if that's the size you need.
Do you keep extra starch or anything like that on hand that you could maybe set behind it as storage?
That is in the laundry room.
It's what?
It's in the laundry room. I keep the starch in the laundry room.
Oh, you don't keep some near your sewing stuff?
No, I just fill this up.
That
And
makes
it
sense.
actually stays here. I'm getting ready to redo all my shelves as soon as I make a couple more of these boxes. And I'm wanting to make some littler ones, kind of like that, but longer for charm packs.
Yeah.
Because my charm pack box that I put fabric on is now full. I don't know how that happened.
I use a plastic shoebox for charm packs, but it is a little bit wide for them. So there's some space over to the side that's kind of empty. So it might be nice to have something that kept them standing up and was exactly the size.
And that's what I started with for everything was shoe boxes.
And this way you can get it exactly the size you want with no wasted space.
Now that I know what I'm doing, what I like, what I'm going to store, that was the hardest.
I think you should make another video for that once you do the one for the charm pack with the measurements on that and the spring fabric, because I will definitely be looking for that video soon, or once I get moved.
I'm glad you said that, but you moved these. I had intended on using these for the spring one, the Pioneer Woman fabrics, because they're so pretty.
Yeah, they are.
And I stashed them in
I
here
found
where
a
they were
pattern for
safe.
you, Colleen.
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
It's called
Journey to Gnome Land. I could see
Is
that
that
in
applique? Is
applique.
that?
It's yeah, applique, I think.
Oh, it is pretty.
Yeah. 'Cause,
Oh, how cute.
yeah, so it's applique. Yeah.
I think that's going to be my goal next year. Applique something. I'll probably start with something Lisa Capon has done though.
But yeah, something small. Mm.
Really easy to follow along, short.
Mm.
But I have to fix my wallet pattern because right now, the way it's set, everybody has to like email me a request for the wallet pattern. And I wanted it to be so you could just request it and it downloads. So I've got to fix that. I've got to go
Is
in
it in-
Google and play with it, but it hasn't
Is it
been
in-
top of my priority list this last week.
Is it in Google Docs?
Yes.
I'll
And there's a
send you
link for share.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to be, the way I read it was anybody who has the link could download it.
Yeah. Well, that's
as
what
a
I
view
do.
only.
But mine, you could get the links to mine off mine, couldn't you? Because that's how I did mine. Share
I don't know. I made you able to edit it, but everybody else I've just made able to view it.
Yeah, but mine, you don't have to send me an email. It just, when I click on that share to everyone, it just automatically uploads, and anyone with that link, the link's
Access
in
is
there.
what you need to do. Where it says share, go under general access.
Yeah.
Anyone with this link, that should do it.
That's what I thought I had done, but I'm going to go in and look at it.
Yeah, but then when you put you just copy the link in then and post the link.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll look at it again. Good morning, Gay. I just saw you come in. Hello.
I have to look at things to tell people how to do it. My mind, it's not going to hang on to that.
I thought I had done it right. So I apologize if you've had to email me for the pattern. I'm trying to approve them as they come in, but I just need to fix it so that that link is right. And I do have this. I forgot.
Good morning,
Notebook
Gay.
cover.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I said good morning.
Yeah.
I did
Sherlock
my
says
version.
she have to lock herself in her sewing room to get any sewing done.
Yeah, I did my version of that a lot.
I like yours really well, Sylvia.
I like it
But
too.
I just, when I did my jacket, I'd already got all these pieces already quilted onto pieces that I'd chopped off when I cut the pattern out. So I
Yeah.
basically just sewed them all together and then just added the lining and the pocket sleeves on it.
So hers is a true scrap project. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So it was just using up the scraps from but I wanted it for the hard cover one and it didn't fit.
Oh,
So it's now got a cheaper one in it. But that doesn't matter.
I've really liked this one because, as you can tell, I've already used up a good portion of the notebook. And I'm like, yeah, this has been super handy. I've got, well, I did have, before we came live, I have papers that I've been tucking down in the little side pockets. I pulled them out because some of them have personal information on them. But I think it's working well. Colleen, did you do a tutorial on the attic window behind you?
No, I did not. I did that back in March. I think it was March before I was actually doing uploads. But I've got lots of panels. I could do an attic, Christmas attic. Next year is going to be all Christmas all year from Colleen.
Because she's going to start it. I want a tutorial. I know how to do them, but I would like to see your take on it. The on-point squares that you've got down the side of your panel quilt there. I would love, is it part of the pattern?
I copied that from Donna Jordan.
So did I.
And Missouri Star. They both did tutorials on it. I had to change the sizes, but that's why I only did one size, because last time I tried to frame something with those, there was way too much math involved.
I would love to see a tutorial from you on how you do it, because you explain differently than I do. And sometimes that means people can understand better.
Mm. And sizing up and down as well. That's the bit that my brain just doesn't get it.
Some things it clicks immediately, and some things I have to watch 2 or 3 people do. And like Colleen said, she's watched Donna Jordan do it and Missouri Star. I don't, sometimes I get one or the other. Sometimes I don't get either one. And sometimes I can look at a quilt pattern and go, this is how you do it.
If I can get the measurements, then it's usually as simple as adding an inch or something to accomplish what I want. But yeah, that piecing, I did it on the second toddler quilt I made, and then I love it. I think it just adds something to a quilt.
Yeah, it does. It adds a lot to a quilt.
I'm making a
I'm
list.
supposed to get non-Christmas.
So I'm already working on next year's Christmas.
You are. That's the bauble.
Buddy, Patty.
That's the little ones you were showing us earlier.
Yeah, I'm doing a Advent swap. So you basically got all year to make an Advent calendar, and you can make your items to go in or buy sewing items to put in. So I started doing the baubles to go on it. There's one, and it's got a little pocket in the back.
And she drew on those.
Yeah, I was to say she hand drew them all. Aren't they cute?
Yeah, well, I didn't hand draw them all. I printed them all off on, and then drew around them and coloured them in with me Inktense pencils.
Same difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then my little bell. And they've all got pockets in, so they're all similar to the bauble with a little pocket in. And a stocking and a snowman.
Now, what did you color those with? Did you use fabric paint or pencils?
Yeah, they're all Inktense fabric.
Love my Inktense fabric pencils.
Yeah, if I wanted to make them brighter, then I could color, use fixing that you do with fabric. You know what I mean? Brain. But this is one didn't turn out right, Little Angel, because I didn't leave a big enough gap in the back, so I could only just get my finger in it. So I don't quite know. I might redo that one. But then I've got my stocking to do.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You have to go back. Pick up that one you said didn't turn out right.
This one.
I think that is adorable.
But it's supposed to have its hand coming up there, which is still stuck inside because it's so small. I can't even with a pair of tweezers can't pull it out. And the hole is.
Don't criticize your stuff or show the mistakes.
Did you hand stitch a pocket on the back of it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, could do. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wow.
I am not a fan of taking things apart.
There you go. My Christmas tree that I've still got to do.
Oh, I like that.
Cute.
It's still got to be done. So then that'll be 12, and then I've got 12 more to sort out. And then I'm working on napkins, two-sided napkins in pinks and in Spider-Man.
Now, do you just have a regular sewing machine or do you have any other machines?
No, I only have a regular sewing machine.
So she does all this with just a regular sewing machine.
Yeah. It's only just a Singer traditional sewing machine.
Is it kind of small like this one? I think this is bigger than mine.
Yeah, mine's bigger, but
yeah,
just a regular sewing machine. Oh, look, and Santa's on there. I love it.
Yeah, granddaughter stuck that on.
The point I was making there is that you're making incredible stuff with nothing but a regular sewing machine, like most
Yeah.
people have. You
I've
don't
got-
have any fancy machines or embroidery machines or any of that.
I'm recording the Pinky that I'm doing on this machine because it's not a fancy machine. Everybody's like, oh, do Minky. We've got a nice big Juki over here. We've got a giant workspace to put all our stuff on. And I'm like, that's great. It's like watching cooks who
Yeah.
have sous chefs prepare everything and do the dishes. Oh, I can make that. It's easy. Not after I cut everything up, do all the dishes again, put everything back out. No.
We
I've
looked
got
at
the-
one house that I swear they had a $30,000 stove in the kitchen, and the rest of the house was fallen down shack. And I'm going, okay, priorities are not right there. The stove was like 8 feet long, had 8 burners and a griddle, and I'm like, who
Died
needs
for that years ago.
Yeah, who needs that stuff? Give me a regular stove. I can cook up anything you want to eat. Obviously, I can cook, folks. Okay.
Yeah, I've got the next size up on this one machine, but again, you can't drop the feed dogs on it. So
Yeah.
if you want to do anything that's free motion, you get like a little black plastic cover that you put over it. Well, the trouble is, every time you move, this black cover pops up. So
Patty G, there's no machine on that frame.
I want a machine like that one.
It looks like you got something fancy hiding back there, lady.
That's a Grace Cutie frame with the little handles. That and the Juki together cost me about $2,000. The Juki's $1,000. The whole frame setup, including the speed regulator, was another $1,000. And I can put the Juki up on it and free motion quilt, but it's only 4 feet wide. So and the sewing space is a little less, but it works really well. I can use it just like you would a long arm quilting machine, and it'll do up to a king size as long as I'm willing to shift things back and forth. Versus $30,000 for a great big huge frame and a expensive sewing machine.
I'd love one, but I don't know where to put it.
See, that's the thing. I don't hate on anybody that has all that big fancy room and stuff. I'm very envious of them. I'm always good at living within my means, though. That's why the only debt we have is our house. We live within our means, and this is within my means, and I am excited to have it because there's people that don't have any.
Yeah.
Well, and for me, if I got a long arm, I'd have to put it on the roof. There's nowhere to put it in my house.
Me too.
But Patty, I just don't have anything on it. But when I bought my Jazz, my Baby Lock Jazz, it's also supposed to work on that frame. So both of the machines I have are supposed to work on this frame. And once we get moved to Ohio, I'm hoping that I'll be able to set one or the other up on it permanently and be able to quilt. Because I have 30 quilts to do.
Yeah, well, that other machine of mine, Alan's had to glue the plastic plate into the metal frame to stop it bouncing, so that if I do want to do free motion or embroidery on it, because I use an embroidery ring on it, then it doesn't move while I'm doing it. But yeah, so you just manage with what you can, don't you?
Yeah. Well, that's also why I like to hit thrift stores for machines, because sometimes you can get high-end machines at thrift stores because, Susie and Tom, mom's kids didn't know what mom had and just dumped them all on Goodwill. So every once in a while you find I got a Disney embroidery machine from Goodwill because someone had dumped mom's machines there. And I used it until we actually bought me a regular embroidery machine. It needed a special kind of disc, and I couldn't find it.
Was it a brother?
I'm sorry.
Was it a brother make?
It was a brother, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen them. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I paid $25 for it. but it
Mm.
only had, with whatever was in the machine, only had like 10 or 15 designs available.
Yeah, they're about £500 here to buy one of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah,
Mm.
thrift stores are great. It's a Grace cutie frame. It's freestanding, Sherlock. I want to say Cunique, but that's a machine. It's a Grace cutie frame.
There's somebody on YouTube who's done a video on how to make a similar Grace frame out of plastic pipe and stuff.
PVC.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not super expensive. There's I want to say Fred, who made his own, like the Grace cutie frame that's on the tabletop now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool, but I didn't have a tabletop big enough to hold it. And if I'm going to build a tabletop, I may as well have the table that I use for my juking.
Mm.
So
I need to change my tables out and get the one my husband made in here. This one is great because it's got all these drawers in it, but it's not as sturdy.
I see that. Ooh. I just saw that shake. I was like, no.
Mm.
And I didn't put that much effort into it. The one my husband made, he says it's not great. I was like, are you kidding me? I have to use that one when I quilt things because this one won't take it.
Mm.
Patty, I would keep the couch and recliner rather than have a quilt frame in there. And what link is it you're wanting, Sherlock?
Yeah, which link?
My husband, while we were doing this, he was like, when are you going to finish that blanket? When are you going to finish my quilt? When are you going to finish my quilt? I didn't have the Minky until last week for it. So it really, well, that shouldn't be going off. Sorry, guys. But I muted everything.
Flynn quilting table. Thank you, Sherlock. That's who it is, the Flynn quilting table. I think Cutie must have bought the rights to it because that's what the Cutie frame looks like to me. The hand in.
Hand in.
Oh yeah, tomorrow morning he's going to stop off at the lawyers, get that thing signed and probably stop by here or whatever, and have us sign off or whatever possibly, and then work whatever things out and whatever. Parent Gordon James says, yeah, we're pretty excited that concrete floor out there. I'm going to box that thing in because I need a workshop desperately.
Okay, Sherlock, I'll try and see if I can find a link and I'll put it in. I'll put you a link, post you a link into it. It's a long time ago when I watched it, but I'll try and see if I can find it.
Okay. Maybe Sylvia can put it in her community tab so everybody can see it.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find it and I'll put it in. This is, can you see my hug on the back? Colleen, look, I got the fleece, look.
Oh,
I got the fleece for the back.
that is going to be so warm and cuddly.
Working on her Dear Jane obsession. Faith, you are just making progress. How many more do you have left to do? I think you were at 80 the last time. It's weird. I don't know if you guys heard what Wayne just told me. We're all excited about the house we're buying in Ohio. He just told me that the buyers are excited about our property.
Oh,
There's a concrete pad at the back of our 5 acres, and they're going to turn that into a workshop. And I'm sitting here going, boy, that's weird. But yeah, I guess it works both ways, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
That is great that you got your place sold so easily.
That was, yeah, well,
moving everything forward a lot faster.
Mm.
well, we're hoping to close before Christmas. Over 100 out of 225 blocks, Faith is.
Wow, babe.
She's killing it. But we won't be moving probably until like right after the first of the year. Because we still got to pack.
Yeah.
Which is why we've got the camera angle where we do, so you
Pack
can't
and
see my
declutter.
mess on the table. Huh?
Pack and declutter.
Oh, we've got, I'm not sure that packing equals decluttering. Because like this whole section of the room is full of boxes now, and we've barely gotten started.
My husband was surprised at the things I was letting go when we moved. I was like, why would I be attached to it? I can't take care of it. It just makes me feel bad to see it gone. Because he
Well,
had like a truckload and a trailer load of stuff that before I took care of and loved. And I was like, I can't take care of it. Gone.
I'm hoping that maybe this frame that's behind me that Patty likes can be taken down, and then we bought a crap ton. That's a technical term,
I
okay?
was going to say,
Crap ton of plastic wrap stuff, like great big wide plastic wrap that you use for moving.
Mm.
And what we're hoping to do is wrap things that are weirdly shaped. Like, when you take that apart,
oh,
you've
yeah.
got weird shapes. It won't fit in a box. So we thought we would wrap that kind of stuff up with the baggie with the hardware in it, and then label what it is, so that it's all one neat little package and not a bunch of loose stuff floating around.
That's a good idea.
Mm.
Yeah. So, and then we can stack the little plastic packages up wherever until we're ready to unpack them once we get up there. And yes, Patty, we know we're insane to move from Florida to Ohio in the winter time. But we have a lot of help. My son's helping on the other end, looking at houses. And they're going to bug bomb the house for us, possibly paint and take delivery of our appliances before we get there. So it's not like we have to go up there and walk into a completely empty, cold, dark house.
Well, that's good.
So
Yeah.
anyway, so does anybody have questions on any of the projects? I'm loving Sylvia's little baubles she's making.
Do you want to see my next FPP
Oh, of
project?
course. A donkey! I love it.
Yeah, but it's wonky donkey. He's only got 3 legs.
I've got to find that link.
He's
I might shut my computer down if I try
He's
this.
only got
computer.
one eye, so he's a Winky Wonky donkey.
A Winky Wonky donkey. Oh,
If you
I
haven't
love it.
looked up Wonky Donkey on YouTube, anybody with kids, I'm telling you, I sent it to my sister-in-law and she's like, that is hilarious. And I was still laughing and my husband's like looking at me. It's like, if the kids were little, he would be playing that on a loop for them.
Is that your pattern, Sylvia, or somebody else's?
Mine. But the image are just taken from the Wonky Donkey book.
Folks, you need to go to Sylvia's Etsy shop and look for her
Not in there.
Winky Wonky donkey.
No. It's not in there.
It will be though, won't it?
You need to put it in there.
I haven't
And
tried. I
Patty,
haven't
there's
done
a
them yet.
reason
I haven't made
ordered
them.
quilts.
I need
This
to
must be
try
it.
them out. Yeah, I've got to make them and try them out.
Okay, so don't go to Sylvia's Etsy shop. Send Sylvia an email. Her email address is on her about page for her channel, and buy it directly from Sylvia. Skip Etsy. Just buy it from Sylvia.
Yeah.
Winky Donkey. Make sure you put that in the email.
Wonky Donkey. Yeah.
You got the whole thing in there. Winky Wonky Donkey.
It only
It's
has
10
3
pounds
legs,
if
so he's
you
a
buy- if
wonky.
you only put donkey. It's 8 pounds if you put Wonky Donkey, and it's 5 pounds if you put Winky Wonky Donkey in the title and ask for it.
And he likes country music, so he's a honky tonky winky wonky donkey.
Wonky Donkey, Winky Wonky Donkey.
How's my tax gonna happen, people? I don't have my answer.
And he hasn't had his coffee, so he's a cranky honky tonky winky wonky donkey.
You have watched that too many times.
I'm gonna spit coffee all over myself. I know, right, Patty? The name is cute as the block. That's awesome. And I just priced it for you, Sylvia. So, I don't know how you do the conversions from dollars to pounds, but
You need to look on YouTube for it. It's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
Let me.
Winky Wonky Donkey.
My
No,
freeze will know that
you gotta
it's
put it in. Cranky, honky
No,
tonky,
it's
Winky
just-
Wonky
it's
Donkey.
It's just called the Wonky Donkey. But it goes on and on. Yeah.
I love it. Love it, love it,
I'm gonna
love it.
find it. Even if it freezes my screen, I'm gonna find it.
I put it on when we were at when I was at my soap club the other day for somebody, and we were all absolutely howling with laughter. None of us
There
could
it is.
do anything because we were just laughing so much.
I may have to rename this Zoom instead of holiday hop wrap up. It's the Winky Wonky Donkey chat. That's too funny. That ought to get some views, right, Sylvia?
I'm telling
Right.
you, people need a sense of humor.
Yeah.
Mm.
But Sylvia does make her own patterns, and she doesn't promote them enough as far as I'm concerned, because I think they're adorable. There you go, Winky, the Wonky Donkey video.
Sure, that's the right one. Winky honky tonky, winky wonky donkey.
Ah! You need to write a children's book, Sylvia.
We should all get on the same page and do this at once. All of us saying it. See how far we can get.
You won't get very far.
Honky Tonky Winky Wonky Donkey. I had to read it off of what Patty G put on the screen because I couldn't remember all of it.
Ugh.
That's too cute.
Yeah. And then there's what he's mischievous, and I can't remember what he is for mischievous because he pinches underwear off people's washing line. But
Oh
there's
my God.
there's I think there's
We
one.
just lost our G rating.
Yeah.
There's one with his daughter, Wonky Donkey's little girl or something, and then there's one with his mother as well. There's about 3 books in the series.
Too funny. Too
He
funny.
has gas
Sylvia,
at some
you've gotta
point, so
put
he's a
that pattern
stinky
out for sale.
wonky donkey honky donkey.
Oh yeah, he does. Yeah, he does that. He's a stinky Winky Wonky Donkey.
Oh my gosh.
I prayed that my mouth stayed shut today and I didn't say anything wrong, clearly.
Clearly you didn't count on Sylvia. Everybody thinks Sylvia's this quiet little Brit who never says anything, and she's so sweet. And she is. But when Sylvia zings, folks. Got that razor sharp little.
Oh my goodness.
Oh. I'm
I
crying
was
with laughter.
complaining to Sylvia one day about a problem I was having, and I was just kind of venting. And she comes back with something, and I just sat here staring at my phone going, did Sylvia just say that? I think I was having issues with a particular program, and I was trying really hard, because you try not to talk to people and say sailor talk to them. Sylvia came back, I was like, nope. And I was like, ooh, Sylvia. I think that's when I fell in love with Sylvia. Okay.
Sherlock is being good. I was thinking on my channel that for Sherlock Sews, now that she's a mod, I was going to put exclamation point. Lori says mischievous. And Tracy's will say, I just went blank. Mischief managed.
There you go. Yeah. Shirley's an enabler, a stirrer. Give her a spoon,
Oh,
and Tracy's gonna go for it.
you need a bear poked.
Definitely. We have too much fun.
Where's my bears?
All right, so Colleen is working on her husband's quilt before he cries.
Or out.
Oh, you've got Minky on the front too.
Oh,
This
I'm in
is-
love with her.
The back.
Yeah.
This is going to be the back of that. I want the pretty. He wants this. So this will be
I
the back.
don't blame him.
Me too, after I've got it done. And it was so easy yesterday. I did all of this I didn't get the side in because it was too much with the driving. All of it yesterday. I've still got this one side to sew.
That I think
Oh, I
that's
love
why
that.
people still fight with Minky and Cuddle, is because you picked that up and I felt, oh,
Mm.
yeah, just what you're doing with it.
That doesn't. Now I've lost our
Mm.
G rating. Ladies, we're a mess.
It's huggable. I mean, that fabric is huggable.
It is. And this panel, oh my gosh.
I love that panel.
Yeah, that panel's Cuddle too.
Yes. It's,
Oh, I want that panel.
Hotline digitally printed. And I also have, and that's something I was thinking I should have made for the hop, the pillows. They have 2 panels for the pillows to go with it. I just think
I
as
see.
silly as envelope would be perfect. And I've got some of this left over.
Yeah.
So matching pillows for the living
Oh,
room.
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna sit here and be soft.
And speaking of mischievous, Tracy just came in. Good morning, Tracy.
hi, Tracy.
Jordan,
No, we weren't talking about you. We'd never do that. Not us.
I'm a hopeless gossip. I talk about everybody.
Very seldom do you talk bad about anybody, though.
This is true.
Mm.
It's almost always good.
Almost always.
Well, I can't say always.
All the action, though, Tracy. You missed all the action.
Wonky donkeys. Oh,
Yeah,
did you
I
see the
did
thing I
not,
put in my hair?
Patty.
He's a Winky Wonky donkey.
Yeah, we have the cranky donkey winky wonky donkey chat going today, Tracy.
He's
Did I
a
get all
stinky,
that right?
stinky, winky, cranky, Winky Wonky donkey.
All the things I want to do, I have to wait for me to finish that blanket. I got some cuddle on me. It'll come off.
I think as long as you're working with the Minky, you're going to be covered.
Yeah.
Mm.
I was filming the other day, and this is the footage I'm trying to recover. I had on my black dress, and the light was just up above me. And then as I was sewing, of course, the threads are going all over me. It looked like I was covered in glitter. It was like, there you go. That's a perfect outfit
Perfect
for
for
Christmas.
Christmas.
I didn't text you. I'm sorry, Tracy. I was afraid you were still asleep because it was early.
When I was working with this, I've always, since the kids are grown up and I don't have glitter in the house anymore, glitter is the bane of a tidy house.
Glitter is the bane of every house.
I found red glitter. My mother-in-law gave us little bags that are so cute. They had some red glitter embellishments. 3 years later, I'm still finding it.
You have to move house to get rid of glitter, burn down the old place, and 5 minutes after you think you've gotten rid of it all, you're going to see a little sprinkle of it on the carpet in the corner. It follows you everywhere.
Or you'll open the window and you'll see one with something.
Yeah. Glitter is one of those things that never goes away. It's like,
I no longer have glitter in the house, but I'm probably going to have Minky all the time. And in fact, I ordered black, hopefully the glitter doesn't come off of this, black glitter Minky for my Halloween with a purple back.
Ooh.
But the black has the glitter on it, the purple back. I thought, well, if it's not really soft and comes off or anything, at least I've only got a little bit to deal with framing my Halloween blanket.
when I was buying from So Yeah, if they said a fabric was glitter, I was like, no, I would not buy it. And I got a mystery fat quarter bundle with 1 fat quarter of glitter in it. You know where that fat quarter went? Right straight into that garbage can. It was like, nope, 1 fat quarter of glitter will infect your world forever. And Faye said like Easter grass or Christmas tree tinsel. They both are never ending, all 3. And breadcrumbs. If you eat breadcrumbs, halfway through your day, if you eat toast for breakfast, halfway through your day, you're going to look down and go, how did I get crumbs on my shirt?
Every day I have toast for breakfast. Every
Yeah.
day I'm
And
going,
every day you chase crumbs.
Doritos do the same. Except the dog licks it
Doritos.
off.
Yeah. Or you can't get it off. It's like glue on your fingers, the
Yep.
little orange stuff.
But then the dog's very handy because he likes it, so he'll lick it off. It's fine.
well, if the dog will take care of it.
Mine demands her share whenever you eat any kind of crunchy stuff. She'll come over and sit behind you and go, "Mm, mm, mm." It's irritating. She's got us trained though. We always throw her a couple into the kitchen floor so she can go over there and gripe instead of stay over here.
Oh, he can be fast asleep. He can be fast asleep, and he hears me go into the kitchen and get one packet out of the box, and he's sat up. And as soon as I took that packet back, he's there.
No crumbs, but there is a coffee stain. Coffee drinkers unite. That's the story of my life too.
That's why I'm afraid to use these. I don't have my last coasters. I didn't get any coffee stains on them, but I just know if I put this on it, I'm going to get coffee stains on it. I took my
Did
other
you
ones
make
out.
them for pretty or did you make them to use?
I haven't decided yet.
Okay.
I think
Because I don't make quilts for pretty. I make them to
Yeah.
use.
Yeah,
Mm.
and that's the problem. That's why I was afraid to make too much, because I was like, am I going to use it? So I put away my other coasters. So I'm going to be forced to use these. And they look pretty.
Well, you made 4 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And what you could do is put the other 3 in your drawer. And if it gets so stained that you can't wash it,
Right.
you could throw it away and use the next one. Right?
Three lives think alike. That's exactly what I was thinking. I've got 3 more tries. My husband isn't getting to use them.
And you got 2 mouse mats. You could use them as well.
It's true.
Yeah, Patty. I have a Chihuahua Jack Russell mix. But yeah. And mine waits for us to go to bed at night, or for me to go to bed, because I usually go to bed later. She will wait and she will sit there, look out of the corner of her eye. And once she knows I've gone to bed, there's a pillow in the corner of my bedroom floor. I put it down there because I don't use it. And I think she thinks she's sneaking to go in there and lay on that pillow, but she'll curl up in it and get warm. But she waits until we all go to bed because she thinks she's sneaking in there to sleep on that pillow. Like I didn't put it there deliberately for her.
I'm snoring
fun
at the side of me.
Sneaking around.
She has 3 pet beds, a quilt of her own, a pillow, whatever.
That's like Sylvia's dog. Did you say he's had like 4 beds?
Yeah. Yeah, he's got 1 in here, 2 in the other room, 1 in the bedroom. And he's always falling out of them. He never actually lies. Although saying that, he is actually curled up right in the back corner of the one he's in here now.
I've got a title for you for your doggy shorts.
Yeah.
The pampered
Yeah.
bitch.
The pampered. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's definitely pampered. He's definitely a pampered pooch. Yeah.
A rag rug out of your stained shirt. Or
Yeah, you're right. Dogs are smart and they think they outsmart us. Yeah.
I'm not sure why it did that, Tracy. I see that it didn't work the first time either, but it looks right. SYLVI. Dogs are smart and think they're outsmarting us. Yeah, that's true.
Mm.
That's true. But Daisy has finally learned to sit pretty. And she doesn't necessarily have to be told. If Wayne walks over to the corner of the kitchen and stops, she'll walk over and plop her butt down on the ground and look at him with her little tail going. It's because she wants a COOKIE. I think she can also spell, but
I was gonna say she's gonna learn to spell it.
yeah, she's gonna know. 9 dog beds in her house because the dog had one in every room. That sounds about right.
When we had dogs, they were outside dogs. I had one that I let in as a treat every now and then. All she did was kick me out of my chair. That dog would come in, I'd get her to lay down beside my feet. After a minute, she was up here on my lap. Okay, dog, you don't smell great.
Oh,
Then before I know it, she's scooted in back of me and kicked me out of my chair. Now you're going outside.
Right. No, don't.
Oh,
Where are you? There you were.
you can hand a warm rice bag to your dog and she'll carry it to her chair, which is
Ew.
Patty's recliner.
That's what I had. I had a giant recliner. This dog should be able to sit in it with me.
Oh, there's Sylvia's puppy.
I missed it.
What's his name? Benson?
Mac.
Mac. I'm sorry. Benson is
Hold on.
Steffi's dog, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Steffi's dog.
How big is her rice bag, Patty? I mean, we're moving from Florida to Ohio. The dog is going to need something to keep her warm, right? So I may have to make her a rice bag to keep her warm. And I want to know how big this rice bag is that she can carry. Because my dog only weighs 7 pounds.
Real quick,
We
if you
are
haven't gave us a thumbs up, please give us a thumbs up. Let YouTube know and everybody else that you like our crazy.
And we're definitely crazy.
We,
You ain't
We-
here
we
for a
put
good
one-
time. Well,
we bought a cool mat for him in the summer because it was just so hot. But he wouldn't actually lie on it, so we put it under his bed, and the cold from the cold mat came up. But you can actually heat it as well. We got it from Amazon. I don't know.
Does it heat like in the microwave?
Yeah. Yeah. So
Is
And
it
when they
filled completely, Patty? I'm nosy because I'm gonna have to make one of these. Like, is it just a flat 6x6 pillow thing? You're right, she doesn't, Faith. And she won't wear clothes. The only time we ever put a sweater on her, she took it off like as soon as she went outside. But now I got to learn how to make a rice bag for a dog, right? 6x6. I'm learning something here. Sorry, you guys can talk. I'm just waiting for Patty to make Daisy comfortable.
mm,
if
And
you haven't
Faith,
subscribed to all,
Go ahead.
if you haven't subscribed to all of us, please do so you can enjoy all the hop, and we may do something together again sometime. You never know. And ring that bell for notifications. And if you're not getting your notifications, unring the bell, re-ring the bell, maybe unsub and resub, because YouTube is helpful. And by helpful, I mean not at all.
You guys know you want us to do more together because we're all insane. I mean, we're all so much fun. I'll take
Fun.
it.
That was the word.
Yeah, that was the
Very
word I
much
was looking
insane.
for.
Easter hop. We've done Christmas hop. Easter hop.
Easter hop.
Be a rabbit.
I was
Well,
gonna say
it's a
bunnies,
hop, right?
Bunny.
But first we have to do a Valentine's Day hop.
Oh yeah.
Valentine's Day, Easter.
I was looking at the calendar. We haven't discussed, because the move and everything and the holiday hop, when our sewing bee is going to be. But there's plenty of Saturdays left this month. 1, 2, 3, 4. I count 4. I'm busy this one.
I can't do the 17th.
Patty, I will be making some of those for my silly dog. Bunny hop. I love it. We
We're
can
all
do
gonna have to
card
get bunny
hop, the
ears.
bunny hop.
Mm.
And we don't know what we're going to do for New Year's either. We haven't decided.
I need to get some headbands. That witch hat drove me nuts. I do have a Santa hat. Imagine that. I used to have 5.
I thought about getting a Santa hat, but Tracy wants
No.
all the things.
Hmm.
And Patty makes, so you make 2 at a time so you can
Reading.
warm one up while she's using the other one, right, Patty? Chihuahua owners here, we don't spoil our dogs. Not us.
Don't do hats.
A what?
I don't do hats.
You don't do hats?
No.
I don't either. I think, well, number one, Esmeralda doesn't like anything anyway.
I don't mind hats, but I get overheated very quickly.
January is Patty G's UFO month. There's an idea. Well, January is also white sales usually. So good time to look for discounts and deals on sheets or pillowcases. I'm going to be looking for
Storage.
deals on pillowcases because I want to embroider pillowcases. So I'm thinking about embroidering store-bought ones because somebody told me that they think that that's fascinating to watch, Colleen. You remember that
do.
conversation?
I do. I think embroidery, even when I did it on this little part right here, right there, even when I did that little stitch, I'm sitting here glued to the thing, watching every stitch, counting how many stitches it's doing too. It didn't need my help. I was just staring. This may not be good for me to do.
So Sylvia, you're doing the baubles. Are you going to be putting those out over the course of this month?
Yeah.
You're going to put them out as videos?
Yep.
And Colleen, what are you planning on doing for the rest of December?
I have no idea until after I get my husband's quilt finished.
So you're
by
going to be
finished, I
doing
have to
videos
quilt it
on
too.
sewing Minky, right?
Yep. Quilting on your small domestic machine. I've done it before with the Lux Minky. I didn't have any trouble.
Tracy, I can't make January finish my quilts month. January is going to be figure out where crud goes in my new house month. But we could actually make it a UFO month.
I was gonna say,
Sure.
we could do UFOs and your house will be the UFO.
Yeah, there you go. And then
December
we'll
will be packing.
You guys know I will videotape. I will videotape packing up this room and my sewing room. And I will, of course, videotape the new house. My daughter-in-law took great videos of it for me. And then, of course, we have an empty kitchen at the new house. So I'm going to have fun putting well, not a brand new kitchen, but a kitchen in there.
It
I'm
is a
thinking about
blank
doing
slate.
one of those freestanding kinds. You know, where like you take your own furniture and put it in instead of putting in all brand new cabinets. I think that could be really cool.
Mm.
What they do in most other countries, except maybe the US and the UK. How do you do kitchens in the UK, Sylvia?
Varies. Mostly they're like pre-packed units. Mm.
I don't necessarily want wall cabinets. Yes, Tracy, we did finally get one for certain. We're doing the inspection on Friday, and unless they come up with the house is going to fall down around your ears this week, we're buying it. I'm tired of shopping for houses. I'm tired of looking at them. I'm tired of negotiating with people. I'm done. So I'm like, let's finish this. So like I said, unless it's going to fall down, we're buying this one.
Lori says she
It'll be
feels,
cute.
you three are making me feel guilty of no learning my crafting machines. LOL.
You'll
I've
get
had
it.
this. I got the other one for Christmas last year. This one I got at the beginning of last year and just now used that embroidery stitch. It took me a while.
Okay, guys. Are you guys, anything else you want to talk about today? Sylvia,
No, I'm fine.
you're fine. Colleen?
I was reading the messages.
Oh, I'm looking to see if you guys have any other projects coming up this soon that you want to promote.
Just me napkins I'm gonna do.
Good morning,
I'm
Flipping with
making
Stephanie
these.
Stitches.
Hi,
And
Stephanie.
I think it's okay to say, Lord willing and the creek don't rise. I'm going to be on with Stephanie Saturday.
Yay.
Yep. And
And I'm
her
afraid I don't embarrass her.
is exclamation point super for Stephanie Stitches.
Tracy Albert, I love that stitch. I am obsessed with that. It looks like
Oh yeah.
but the heart ones, And this was from Stephanie's pattern. These little hearts. I'm a big fan of those too. It really
I
is.
think that'll be awesome, Stephanie. I'm so glad you're going to have Colleen on.
I'll have to
And-
watch it on catch up because I think it'll be late for me.
And where I'm moving to is close to Stephanie's stitches.
Nobody should be able to see you, but they can't hear you. You've been warned.
You can explain to them why you.
Hey. Those are mine. We're getting ready to wrap it up because my son's embarrassing me, which means I'm fixing to embarrass him. Keep my shoes up.
Isn't that what kids are for, is to embarrass us and vice versa?
Every day I let him out at the college. I yell at him, be nice. Sometimes I'll roll the window down and go, I love you.
Oh no, well, I wore a robe and curlers in my hair to school one day when my 8th grader decided he was too cool to be seen with mom.
Yes.
I
That
did
right
it.
there is good parenting.
Or you-
Stephanie's
or you
stitches, we
stand
put
at
offers
the-
on 3 so far.
Yeah.
The one that I really wanted, we didn't get, but we have a very good alternative that we did get the offer on, and we're waiting on an inspection. And unless that inspection says the house is falling down, we're buying it.
Mm.
So yes, we got the house. We're coming your way, darling.
Say hello, Lori. Say,
And it'll
"I'm
have lots of room for friends to sew. So I can import Sylvia and Colleen and Stephanie, and we can have a retreat in my basement.
There you
And I
go.
hope we're all short.
I'm 5'4".
Well, the
Awesome.
basement ceiling's only 6 feet.
Okay.
Well, I'll
But
get
I'm
away
not-
easy then because I'm only 5 foot, so we'll be fine.
Well, I'm 5'8". I think Stephanie's kind of in between all of us, so we should all fit fine in my basement. And there'll be a bathroom and a wet bar, maybe some food, but there'll definitely be a wet bar.
Candy. If we're gonna have a retreat, we need candy. And Stephanie
Bring
knows
us the
best.
cowtails.
Hotels. I actually ordered those after watching Yvette and her talk about them.
Is that made by the Goats Candy Corporation?
No, but apparently they're addictive because Stephanie and Yvette talk about them a lot.
They probably like goats too.
And everybody's saying hello, Wayne.
Well,
Hi, Wayne.
Hello, Wayne.
He's a superstar. So yeah, it would be fun. It would
Oh,
definitely
Sherlock sews the tree pattern or the wall hanging pattern that has a snowflake on it that I want to make. I might make that. All the things I want to do.
I saw a heart turned into a snowflake a couple of days ago. It was on a short, or I would have never seen it because I haven't watched a long video in weeks, it seems like. But I thought that would be cute. Maybe show how to make fabric snowflakes and put them on pillow covers. Here's an idea for Sylvia, 'cause that's Sylvia's kind of thing. She'll probably FPP one for us. Can't you see it now? An FPP snowflake.
I can do that. Easy.
I forgot
Easy.
to write down that I want to make a minky envelope pillow cover.
Oh, I can feel that on my cheek.
Mm.
That minky.
And for anyone just coming in,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
can't. Oops.
this blanket, every single person in this chat, I'm sure, looked at this blanket and went, oh,
Oh,
yeah, isn't that just so huggable? And that is a minky panel too.
Oh, minky.
Doesn't it look like you just want to curl up in that blanket? No wonder her husband's harassing her to get his blanket done.
I actually have a big piece of blue minky because that's what I was thinking at first. I was going to put blue around the bears. My husband's like, you can't put blue around the bears, but it's going on the back of the panel. I want blue.
I want that panel.
So now I've actually got leftover blue minky.
Sherlock, I need to take pictures. I need to make a quilt. That's what I'll do today. I've got a stack of quilts over there as tall as I am. I need to take pictures of them and put them in a collage. I hoard quilts apparently. And now I know why, because we're moving to Ohio. I'll have plenty of things
Justified.
to wrap up in.
As long as you justify the hoard or dust it, it's not hoarding.
Or dust it.
Or dust it. If you dust it, it's not hoarding. One of my favorite YouTubers said that, and I was like, that girl. Yes.
That's too funny. Good morning, Diane Sozio.
Good morning.
How are
Nat.
you today?
We're just getting our silly on.
Yes, we've been getting our silly on all along. The Winky Wonky Donkey pattern.
I'm thinking
it.
a wonky donkey hug
Oh, that would be cool.
with Minky on the back. Ooh.
How are you
What
going to
in?
put that in a title? Winky,
I'm in,
wonky,
Sylvia.
honky, tonky, stinky.
Well, if I do them in order, because if I do them in order, you've got the first one, which is the three legs, wonky donkey, and then the next one is the one eye, which is the winky wonky. So if you do them in order around the, yeah.
My mind is fast forward to the end of that song where you go through all of them. Do I still have it up?
The cranky honky tonky winky wonky donkey. Chat.
Stinky winky. You forgot stinky winky.
Stinky winky.
Yeah.
Stinky winky cranky winky wonky honky tonky.
Stinky dinky. Oh, he's a tall as well, so he's lanky. Stinky dinky, lanky, honky tonky, winky wonky.
I see a whole series of quilt blocks here. I really do.
Yeah, I've got all the pictures. I've only done these two patterns so far, so I've got the rest of the series.
Have children or know somebody with children, right? There's the link.
Thank you, Stephanie. You missed it. First, Sylvia showed us her wonky donkey. Then she showed us the one-eyed guy, and it was Winky Wonky Donkey. And then she said, "Oh, and he's in a bad mood, so he's the cranky Winky Wonky Donkey, and he loves honky tonk country music."
So he's a honky tonky winky.
I have to get a script of this, and all of us try to say it the very last one at the same time.
Where are we starting at? The
I know the very last one is where he's mischievous, but I can't remember the wording that rhymes with all the rest of the Winky Wonky stuff.
Excuse me. Oh.
So he's a lanky.
He's lanky, so he's
Oh, and
tall.
stinky, because that's a bad word in the US.
He's stinky dinky because he keeps dropping one. He's mischievous. I can't remember the mischievous one. He likes country music, so he's honky tonky. And then he's one-eyed, so he's winky, and he's three-legged, so he's wonky.
You've got to watch the video, though. Watch the video.
Oh,
The vlogs from Sylvia, and we could all be in on the same crazy joke.
oh my gosh. So this chat is going to be renamed the Winky Wonky Donkey chat or something crazy.
But hey, we had a holiday hop. All of us have different days that are up that you can check out. We also have shorts related to one another that you could check out. Give them a thumbs up. Give us a subscribe. Show us you love. Give a comment.
And go back and watch the replay because this is a hilarious chat.
I know.
Yeah, I'm like, okay. This is
Oh, yeah. Patty wants a t-shirt with a cranky honky tonky winky
fun.
So wear that.
We'll have to find somebody to do a screen print for us, Patty, because I don't think I could even create that on a Cricut or Brothers Scan and Cut.
How much?
Mm.
No,
You
I
have
don't
to
think
print the front and the back. Somebody would only get half the story.
Oh.
I don't know why I feel like this is Saturday. Okay, guys, we're going to wrap this up, but I will be renaming this chat. It will have to happen. It has to. And we will put out announcements probably across all 3 channels for when we're gonna do the sewing bee this month. We're gonna have to figure that out. Or if we're just gonna do New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, whatever, Christmas Day. There you go. No, we won't do Christmas Day.
Do it all. My husband has to be quiet while we're on lives.
Yeah, we're gonna have to beat Tim up if he doesn't. I thought he was
Through the
working today.
screens. He is working today. That's
Diane,
why I can be goofy. Otherwise, I'd be getting sideways looks over there. Like, people are
Diane,
watching.
I thought
Going.
that was you, and I was gonna mention that. I definitely appreciate that. The gloves are great. The wool mat's great. I covered mine with
Oh, cool.
a fat quarter. I made an envelope for my wool mat because it was making my hand break out. And I don't know if it was the wool mat or the way I was holding my hand, but I did see that on Facebook, and thank you very much. I appreciate that. And unfortunately, we started like before 9, and I try to keep lives to an hour or pretty close, because I think that's long enough, although we're having a good time and laughing today. If you haven't subscribed to Colleen at Colleen Sews and Chats, or Sylvia at you&meFPP, it's you and the ampersand. I will put their links in the description box below so you can go check them out. And their links are in the chat. Tracy has been very good about putting them in. And go check out Quilting with Stephanie Stitches. She writes her own patterns. So that's
And
always
if
a
you're
good thing.
lurking and haven't subscribed to Practically Creative, Melissa, Practically Creative would like a subscription too.
Oh, well, yeah, of course. So,
And we
Dave,
love our
thank you
lurkers.
all
Thank
for
you for
coming.
lurking.
We love our lurkers. We do. All right, guys, you all have a great day, and we will keep you guys up to date. Oh, Tracy's going to put in the links again real quick, so we'll give her that minute. I
Pattern.
like that quote.
At Stephanie's shop for the wall hanging.
And look, Tracy's got it down. She knows everybody's thingies. She knows everybody's
Tracy and
codes.
Sheila, we are in good hands.
Yes. Oh, you're very welcome, Stephanie. We definitely appreciate you. And Renee and all the good peoples out there. We love you. All right. I'm going to say bye for now. You guys have a great day. And be on the lookout. We'll have plenty of videos up for you with more Christmas stuff for the holidays. Bye, guys. Thank you, ladies,
Bye.
for being here.
Thank you.
Bye.